Guys, welcome back to the Packed Life. Guys, today we have a workout that is going to have you working on the clock, and you guys can choose whether you want to count your repetitions or just sort of zone out and use this as a nice way just to focus on that fitness without doing too much thinking while you are going through that. All right, so guys, today's workout is called Man on Fire, and you guys are going to be working through 4 rounds of 1 minute at each station, which is a relatively normal sort of rep scheme for us. But what we're going to do differently today is after your 1 minute of work, we're straight away going to give you a 30-second rest. So it's a minute of work, 30-second rest, a minute of work, 30-second rest, and that's a different rep scheme which will enable you to go a little bit harder or increase the intensity during that actual working time. Okay, so we have 4 different movements that we're going to be doing in today's workout, and as we said before, for 4 rounds, we've got Rafi to help us demonstrate those movements, and this is what they look like. All right, so the first one, guys, is going to be our Russian kettlebell swing. So we're only swinging up to shoulder height. It's a really nice way to work that posterior chain. You guys can choose whether you want to do this with straight arms or a slightly bent arm, which we talked about in one of the previous posts. All right, from there, she's going to move into step-ups. Guys, you can choose whether you want to keep the weight with you for the step-ups that you're using, or you can do these without weight if you want to. From there, you're going into straight leg deadlifts. And this is going to be the focal point, so we'll come back to a couple of points of performance on this to make sure we get it 100% right, but this is what it looks like. And then from there, guys, once we've done our straight leg deadlift, we're going into the burpee. Again, guys, as usual, you guys can choose 1, a full burpee, or 2, a half burpee that Rafi will demonstrate for us. Okay guys, so a really nice mix of exercises today for today's workout. I hope you enjoy this one, and I think that slightly different change where you get a rest straight after your minute should help to increase the intensity of today's workout. Stick around if you want to see a little bit more on the straight leg deadlift in particular. This is brilliant for your hamstrings and glutes and that whole posterior chain. Right guys, we are back with the Packed Life, and today we're going to be focusing with a little quick tip on the straight leg deadlift. All right, so guys, this is a brilliant exercise for working that whole posterior chain, so the hamstring, the glutes, and the lower back. This works really, really nicely. All right, so we're going to demonstrate this with a kettlebell today. I think it's a really cool way to do it, but obviously you can use a barbell or whatever else you want. The first thing, guys, Raps is just going to keep her, traditionally would have her feet hip width apart, but because she has a big kettlebell there, she's going to go shoulder width apart. All right, she's going to deadlift the kettlebell up, stand up straight. All right, so from this position, we're trying to make sure that we relax the arms, guys. We've got a nice long arm position. All right, from there, and this is really, really important, guys. There are 2 things that go with this, and those are our key points of performance. The one is that even though it says straight leg deadlift, it doesn't mean straight leg deadlift. We're gonna have a soft bend into the knee, so it's much straighter, but there is gonna be a little bend into that knee. Then she's obviously going to maintain that lumbar curve, and she's going to go down. If she can get all the way down to the ground, which she can, while maintaining that lumbar curve, but you see we've got a slightly too big bend in the knee. Okay, so stand up again. All right, so you can only go down as far as you can maintain that curve in your spine for. All right, so she's going to go down, stop. Now we've got a straighter leg. You can see those hamstrings are working nice and hard, but we've maintained this lumbar curve, and then she's going to stand back up. All right, so for Rafi, she's only going to go sort of just short of the ground and then stand back up. The last key thing here, guys, is we want you driving through your heels. Right, so when she gets to the bottom of the position, she's going to push those heels down into the ground, squeeze the glutes tight, and stand all the way up straight. Okay, so guys, work within your limitations here. If you have slightly tight hamstrings, you don't necessarily have to go all the way around down to the ground. Whatever range of motion you choose is cool, but we only want a little bend into the knee, but we have to maintain that lumbar curve throughout the entire movement. Okay, that's a little quick tip on the straight leg deadlift. Hope you enjoy this, and we'll catch you for another one soon.